Well, good afternoon, everybody. Thanks for being here this afternoon for an exciting day, exciting announcement in our city. I'm here alongside Porter Williams, local artist, Kellen Boyce with the Sioux Falls Arts Council, and Andy Patterson with our Sioux Falls Development Foundation to formally memorialize a gift to the city of Sioux Falls of a Martin Luther King statue, which we'll be dedicating officially in January. This has been in the works for a little while. Porter and I have been talking about this since I got into office, and I remember seeing this at Juneteenth. I think was the first time I saw this when you had this on display and were showing it to me. And so what we're here today to announce is that this gift from the city, as well as from the Sioux Falls Area Community Foundation and the Arts Council, is going to help get this project finished, bronze, and dedicated on Martin Luther King Day on January 2020. So about a month from now, we'll be standing outside in the freezing cold dedicating this. So we'll pray for some good weather by then. You know, we're going to be dedicating this statue in Van Epps Park. Van Epps Park has been rejuvenated over the last several years thanks to the work of the city and the Sioux Falls City Center, which is now where we house a lot of our city offices, Parks and Rec, Public Works, others. And that location and that ground is very close to where Dr. King actually stayed when he was in Sioux Falls in 1961, when he was a guest of St. John Baptist Church. Porter played an instrumental part in making sure we actually got a historical marker near that area commemorating that visit to Sioux Falls. And the pose of Dr. King here is actually very similar to one that you would have seen in the paper that day shortly after his visit. And so there's a lot of history. It's not just a random pose. It's not just a random location. It's all kind of coming together, and we'll come together when we bronze this puppy and get it cast and placed on January 20. So I want to thank Porter. Porter's been a strong advocate for the arts in our city. We've worked with Porter on several different projects. This is an important one for the city. It's going to be probably one of our signature pieces in the Van Epps Sculpture Garden, which we hope to have more sculptures placed in that area in the years to come. And so with that, I would like to turn the mic over to Porter to make a few remarks about the partnership and the work on the piece. So Porter, thanks for being here, man.
You know, this piece of mine has been in my mind for, I don't know, probably for the last 10 or 15 years. And finally, it's, I just couldn't do enough for Martin Luther King. You know, I'm an old man, but I come out of the Jim Crow era of time, and I know what Martin Luther King did for Black America. There's nobody who did more for Black America, in my mind's eye, than Martin Luther King. And so he holds just a special place in my heart. At the time when I was young, I really didn't understand his method. Matter of fact, I didn't go along with it. I had a different ideology than he did, but his worked. I wished I was more like him than the way I was at the time. But Martin Luther King is really special to me.
All right, we're also honored to have Kellen and Andy here as well. Kellen Boyce is the director of the Sioux Falls Arts Council, and as mentioned, Sioux Falls Arts Council and the Community Foundation are providing half of the funding for this project. City of Sioux Falls is providing the other half, and so I want to thank them for that contribution to the arts, as you guys do, and want to let Kellen say a few words. So.
Yeah, my name is Kellen Boyce. I'm here with the Sioux Falls Arts Council, and yes, I actually just came in on this project, but I was honored to talk to Porter through the Visual Arts Commission, where I sit on that commission, and was introduced to this project several months ago. It's just a real honor to be able to be a hand in this, to make these kind of things happen, and to make Porter's dream of having the statue out to the public a reality. So we're just very honored to be a part of this and to help facilitate through the grant for the Sioux Falls Area Community Foundation. So, thank you.
Thanks, Calvin. Kellen said to me in the back, she's like, well, I just came in on this project, a few months ago. And I said, listen, that's leadership. You take the credit, you take the blame when you take the role. So this is one of the fun days we get to help take credit for something. So Andy Patterson with the foundation has also been a huge arts champion through several of their funds, several of their donors. They've contributed real heavily to our arts community. This is another good example of that. And so, Andy, if you have a few words on remarks to the foundation, we'd welcome those. So.
Well, I just say it's a real privilege for the Community Foundation to get to be a part of a project. So, Porter, thank you for what you're doing. On behalf of the board and the Grants Committee, and I'm happy one of our Grants Committee members, Harriet Yoakum, is here. We were really excited to get to be a part of this, and no small part of that was a local artist who's been so instrumental in this community for so long. So, Porter, we congratulate you on your work and are thrilled to get to be a part of it. So, thank you.
All right, and with that, we'll wrap it up and take some questions, just kind of to put an exclamation point on it. We'll be getting back together hopefully on January 20, which is Martin Luther King Day. If all the bronzing goes as it should and the piece comes out to Porter's high standards, we'll be placing that on January 20 and having an official dedication in the park at that time.